I'll start now.
Whenever you're ready.
So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about a quote I read, and it goes, "I've known what it is to be hungry, but I always went right to a restaurant." To me, this means that a lot of people know what their problem is, but they always try and just think about their problem instead of thinking about a solution. Whereas this man, he thinks a lot like the smarter people in the world, and he actually tries to find a solution for it instead of just thinking about his problem. A lot of people today, they really, I don't know how to put this, they think about their problem and then they just start marinating on the problem instead of actually trying to find the solution. So instead of finding the solution for it, they'll go buy a bottle, go sit at home and drink it for the rest of the day, so they numb themselves, or they go grab a handful of pain meds, or they go smoke some weed. But instead of doing that, you might want to start thinking about what you can do with that money or what you can do with that time instead of actually just sitting and trying to numb your pain. You go actually try and fix your pain. And I think that's a big problem in today's society. Also, I'd like to point out that a lot of people, whether you're broke, you have no home, a lot of people, I'm going to point out one thing. A lot of people are out on the streets with no home on a freeway exit, and they have those cardboard signs. I know all you guys seen people like that. They got cardboard signs saying homeless, broke, please help me. A lot of those people are out there every single day instead of going to get a job application, trying to help feed themselves and their family. I mean, it's all nice, you can give them money, but at the end of the day, they're just gonna go buy a cheeseburger instead of going to try and invest that money. So instead, you go buy them a cheeseburger. I mean, that's what you should do anyway. They're going to try and go buy food. But at the end of the day, I'm sure that you would want to help them instead of just help them stay where they're at. A wise man once said, you can lead a man. I mean, you can give a man fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime. It's a powerful quote, and really what it means is that if you teach somebody how to do what they need to do to bring themselves up and to make themselves better, then you do way more for them than what they're doing for what you're gonna do when you actually just give them a handout. So, in conclusion, I'd like to say that if you know what your problem is, don't just try and numb it. Don't try and sit and think about your problem and try and numb your pain, but just go out and try to find a solution.
That's solid. That was solid,
All right, Isaiah, there are a lot of things that I thought sounded really good in the speech. I thought that you had a pretty good thesis interpretation of the quote. I thought you came up with very good examples to talk about and some interesting details on each of those points. It flows very smoothly while you're speaking, so those are very solid things. I didn't see any obvious signs of anxiety, and at the end of the speech, I thought you did a good job finding a good exit and giving a good impression of the position that you have. A few things that are a little bit problematic. You're basically using the quote as the attention device, and I think you need something that's a little bit more engaging than that. There's not really a preview of what the content is going to be in the speech. So even though there's really good development of it, it doesn't sound like it's as well organized as it needs to be. And although I think there are distinct ideas, like I said, it would be more convincing that you were in control and had planned it this way if you gave us a preview. Your voice is fine. We can hear you. There's not a lot of energy, though, that's going on, and there's a limited emotional content as a consequence, and you need to maybe stretch a little bit in adding some variety to your voice. That's just, it may not be a natural thing for you to do, but because you're giving a speech, sometimes you have to work a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And I've got basically almost exactly the same comments for your facial expressions. You don't look fearful, but you also don't look excited or sympathetic or engaged. It's not so much a poker face, but it's you're talking to human beings, and human beings like to get some kind of reaction, and you just don't look like you're reacting very much. So I think you need to, again, maybe step outside of your comfort zone, work on frowning at those people that are bums that won't make the extra effort, smiling at the thought that, look, I know you're trying to do the good, right thing, or that sort of thing. And your eye contact, the same sort of thing. You're looking at us with an averted gaze. You're kind of not directly engaging us, but you're not hiding from us either. But it does seem like you tend to look down. When you do look around, it's very quick and furtive, and I think you want to be a little bit more, maybe pause a little bit as you're talking to each person, and connect with the individual people. So it's not like there's some horrible thing that you've done, but you want to do better, and you want to come across a little bit more personably, and I think that those would be a couple things that would help you. All right, thank you.